Congratulations to the class of 2021. We are excited to celebrate this day with you. As a reminder, please remember to wear a mask and follow social distancing guidelines while in the stadium. For more details, visit the Commencement website, www.uri.edu/commencement. Please take this time to familiarize yourself with the exit locations in case of emergency. In the event of an emergency, please gather your belongings, proceed to the nearest exit, and return to your vehicles. For more details, visit the Commencement website, www.uri.edu/commencement.
Please rise for the beginning of the ceremony.
gentlemen, as Grand Marshal, Chair of the Physical Therapy Department, and Professor of Physical Therapy, I declare the 135th Graduate School Ceremony, Commencement Ceremony of the University of Rhode Island officially open. We will begin our ceremony with the national anthem performed by a trio from the class of 2021, Daniel Caramonte, Kristen Lafferty, and Christina Nero. Please rise or remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Beautiful. Thank you, Daniel, Kristen, and Christina. It is my pleasure to now introduce Professor Brenton DeBoeuf, Dean of the Graduate School.
Good morning, graduates, friends, and family. It's good to see you. We always say it, but this year, more than ever, it felt like this day would never come. No one ever said graduate school was easy, but you are here today because you've succeeded despite tremendous challenges. It's an honor to bestow the highest degrees that can be attained upon you today. But before we get to the business of awarding master's and doctoral degrees, the graduate school would like to honor the faculty mentors that make this day possible. I forgot to say, by the way, you can be seated. Sorry, President Dooley. We established the Graduate Mentoring Award to recognize the vital role faculty play as mentors in the careers of graduate students. This year, the Excellence in Graduate Mentoring Award goes to Professor Ingrid Lofgren. I was in a meeting recently where a colleague said that Professor Lofgren is, quote, the font of all good ideas. That is unquestionably true. Dr. Lofgren wrote a successful NSF proposal to fund a program called SciWrite, which is a campus-wide writing initiative for scientists. This then laid the foundation for the Graduate Writing Center, which is a valuable resource for all URI graduate students. In addition to being a valuable resource for the university, Professor Lofgren is a well-respected teacher and mentor in the Department of Nutrition and Food Sciences. She serves as the major professor to numerous master's and doctoral students. One student who graduated last year, who is now beginning an independent academic career, commented that she continues to meet with Dr. Lofgren 2 to 3 times per month. That's great mentorship. Unfortunately, Dr. Lofgren is on sabbatical and was not able to be with us today. In addition, the grad school wants to honor 2 of our graduates. The first is one who has demonstrated excellence in doctoral research. This year's recipient is Dr. Anna Roebuck. While studying at URI's NIH-funded STEEP Center under the auspices of Professor Reiner Lohmann, Dr. Roebuck received the NOAA Nancy Foster Scholarship, was selected as a Switzer Fellow, and coordinated 2 research cruises. Dr. Roebuck's research focuses on the influence of PFAS and microplastics in seabirds. if you don't know what these are, they are two of the most concerning pollutants in the terrestrial and marine environments. And due to the work of scientists like Dr. Roebuck, URI is a leader in understanding their impact. The second graduate student that we would like to honor is one who demonstrated excellence in master's thesis research. This year's recipient is Tessa Nalvin. Ms. Nalvin's research advisor, Professor Nakia Spillane, describes Ms. Nalvin's as passionate about studying racial disparities in healthcare. Her thesis investigates the intersection of racial identity and alcohol and illicit drug use. During her time as a master's student, Ms. Nalvin published 13 peer-reviewed manuscripts. That's astounding productivity. Recently, Ms. Nalvin was awarded a highly competitive fellowship from the National Institute of Health to support her continued work towards her PhD. Unfortunately, Dr. Roebuck and Ms. Nalvin are not able to be with us here today as well, but could you please join me in recognizing the excellent mentorship and scholarship of these students. Ladies and gentlemen, presiding today will be the 11th president of the University of Rhode Island, Dr. David M. Dooley. On behalf of the graduate school, we extend our best wishes to President Dooley as he celebrates his final commencement weekend at URI. Congratulations, President Dooley.
Thanks very much, Dean DeBoof. Welcome to the Chair of the University of Rhode Island's Board of Trustees, Margot Cook, URI Provost Donald DeHaze, distinguished members of the senior leadership team, esteemed members of the faculty, and a special welcome to the graduates and those who are here to support them today. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a great honor and privilege to share these moments with your predecessors and to share this moment with each of you. As Dean DeBoof said, this will be my final commencement, and it's fitting that it's the first one ever done, at least in my experience, on a football field. But it is nevertheless a tremendous honor, as I said before, to be with you today. The degrees you will soon receive serve many purposes depending upon your discipline, your goals, and your immediate and long-term plans. For some of you, the degree represents the entrance into a professional role, the essential credential that certifies you as prepared for professional practice. For others, the degree awarded today is the foundation for further, even more advanced study. And for some, it is a requirement that must be accomplished in order to pursue your goals, but carries no guarantee you will actually be able to achieve what you set out to do. That will be up to you. Regardless of the individual import of the degree you have earned, it has taken a lot of talent, hard work, sustained commitment, discipline, and courage, frankly, to arrive at this moment. It is those qualities that we are here to celebrate, and it is your achievements and your dreams that all of us are honored to acknowledge and support. As someone awarded a graduate degree, you already possess more knowledge than the vast majority of the people on this planet will ever have. Indeed, you now know more than the vast majority of people who have ever lived. But it is not your knowledge that is your most admirable characteristic or the most important. Your courage and your wisdom will ultimately matter far more than what you now know. More than your talent or your dedication, it is your courage that will determine your success. The wisdom you gain from your studies, your experiences, and from those around you will be a more reliable guide than the knowledge you now possess. What we know changes every day. Knowledge itself is never permanent. Long before your parents were born, at the close of the 19th century and the beginning of the 20th, physicists were largely convinced that practically everything important to understanding our physical world had then been discovered and that there was little of importance left to do. That was before the Big Bang Theory came out that demonstrated there was still a lot to be done, but it was also before the counterintuitive complexities of quantum mechanics and the staggering revelations of general relativity were known to us. our universe turns out to be far more interesting, far more complicated, and far more mysterious than humanity had ever previously imagined. Make great use of the knowledge you have gained, but have the wisdom to continue to learn. Develop and nurture the courage, not merely to pursue your own dreams, but to help others pursue theirs as well. By having the courage to dream and the wisdom to provide support for others to dream, we renew the possibility, which is always before us, to make this world a better place for everyone. And I want to thank you in advance for doing just that. The University of Rhode Island is governed by the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees, and I'm very pleased to be able to say that for the very first time at a commencement. The 17-member Board of Trustees held its first meeting in April 2020 in the midst of an unparalleled crisis, the COVID-19 pandemic. These dedicated volunteers spent countless hours with URI senior leaders to help guide the university through the crisis and build upon its extraordinary resilience and strength. The Board of Trustees members worked diligently to further enhance this great university and build upon its remarkable strengths and vitality so that the university can best serve the people of Rhode Island, the nation, and the world. Speaking today on behalf of the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees is its chair, Margot Cook. Margot Cook, Chartered Financial Analyst URI class of 1986, brings more than 30 years of executive leadership, operating, and investing experience to the asset management industry to the board. Most recently, she served as president of Nuveen Advisory Services, responsible for leading the global client organization for clients in 24 countries and more than $1 trillion in assets. She serves on the national board for the All-Stars Project, as well as serving as chair of the board for the All-Stars Project of Chicago. Please welcome the chair of our Board of Trustees, Margot Cook.
Good morning. On behalf of the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees, congratulations to all graduates and to your parents and families who are celebrating with you today and who are cheering you on to your next steps, which are right around the corner. I remember this day a number of years ago when, like you, I sat in your seat, dressed in my cap and gown, thinking about what would come next. I didn't have a job yet, which my parents reminded me of, and I wasn't sure where life would take me. What I did have from URI was a support system of an amazing group of lifelong friends and an education that gave me the building blocks to figure out what the possibilities could be. What I realized in retrospect is that college and a graduate degree, they teach you how to learn, how to question, and how to take chances. Education gave me the courage to look braver than I felt at times in my life, whether it was at work as the only woman in the room or making personal life decisions. Education gives you choices. Because of your education at URI, you've earned the right to impact the world around you. And your generation is doing that better than any recent generation. And you're going to tackle tough problems, the environment, a political divide, and social issues like justice and equity. But look at what you've proven already. Over the past year and a half, you finished your education in one of the most challenging times in history. Take a step back and think about what you did. You stretched beyond your comfort zone. You were determined, committed, and you had a plan. I'll bet you haven't given yourselves the credit you deserve for accomplishing all of that, but that's what every one of you did, and you succeeded. As the chair of the URI board, I can tell you that we have been inspired by you. You are what we mean when we say Rhody pride. We're so confident that you're going to continue to show the world that you can and you will make a difference. You've proven yourselves already as outstanding members of the Rhody community. Take that same special level of perseverance and impact the world community. If you keep doing that, the possibilities are endless. Congratulations to the class of 2021.
Our graduate student commencement speaker, Frank Martinez, comes to us from Cuba, where he earned a bachelor's degree in economics from the University of Havana in 2015. This weekend, he earns his master's degree in international relations from URI. He received the Student Award of Excellence in Public Service in 2020, which was presented by URI's John Hazen White Senior Center for Ethics in Public Service. He enrolled at Georgetown University, or while enrolled at Georgetown University School of Continuing Studies, he was named a James Madison Fellow, and he was awarded the History Prize at the University of Havana in 2015. For about 2 years, Mr. Martinez served as a program assistant for URI Campus Recreation, during which he planned and implemented programs and events to benefit the health and well-being of URI's community members. He has been admitted to the Thunderbird School of Global Management to study global affairs at their downtown Phoenix, Arizona campus for the fall 2021 semester. Please welcome Frank Martinez.
Good morning, President Dooley, Provost DeHates, URI administrators, faculty, staff, and especially my fellow students. Congratulations to the class of 2021. You have earned this day of celebration of all of your accomplishments, and I'm so proud to share it with you. You have all worked so hard for this recognition, with COVID-19 affecting all of our life and dramatically changing life at URI for the past year and a half. It is hard to believe that we are all together today. This may not be the celebration we dream of, or expected, or thought about. However, we are deeply grateful to the URI community for making such a great day possible, and we are deeply touched by what it symbolized during these challenging and unparalleled times. I sincerely believe that happier days are coming. I encourage you to move forward with hope. We have already overcome so many challenges, and I know that everyone here will continue to live bravely. We shall fight for those things that make us feel alive. Do not let anybody tell you that you cannot be successful in life because of your looks, your accent, or your home country. You will succeed. For those who plan to continue in graduate school, go for it. I'm sure you will do well. For those who are joining the workforce, news about the economy and job opportunities is improving every day. No matter the obstacles, I know you will find success, just as you have done here at URI. COVID-19 has taught us all essential life lessons. I have faith in the future, and let me tell you, the future looks good. It doesn't matter where we came from. I was born and raised in Cuba and came to the United States in 2015. If you have told me 6 years ago that today I would be delivering this speech after graduating from a master's program, I would have never believed you. What matters now is where we headed once we leave this beautiful campus, our friends, and our standing professors. As I think about what it took to get this great day, I must acknowledge my immense love for and gratitude to my family in Cuba. I would not be where I am today without them. They have been with me in the good and bad times. My mother, aunt, grandparents, and the rest of my family and some friends are everything to me. I also know my Father is looking down on me from heaven with great pride. I'm sure you have similar feelings about your family as they help you on this journey. Let us thank them with a round of applause. I have lived in 2 different countries, Cuba and the United States, and each have within it conflicting cultures. I assume this is true for most countries of the world. What we have to learn to do is to embrace different cultures and languages. My training in international relations and diplomacy here at URI has given me the tools not to only embrace different cultures, but to thrive in them. My experience here has taught me how to think about cultural differences and how to communicate them to others. In my professional career, I want to play the role of a peaceful broker because that is the role that I have played all my life. My dream is to succeed in the difficult world of international business transactions. I would like to thank our teachers and professors our families, our friends, and all who make our learning experience possible. Even the banks and the federal government deserve our thanks for lending us money. As I prepare to take my step pursuing a master's degree at the Thunderbird School of Global Management at Arizona State University, I will suggest that you make a commitment to keep in touch with your professors, classmates, co-workers, and friends at the University of Rhode Island. I make that commitment today. May God bless you and your family now and forever. Thank you.
Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please rise? President Dooley, I present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy and ask that you confer on them that degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities pertaining thereto, and I congratulate you all on behalf of the entire university. Candidates, please be seated.
Jessica Adams, Major Professor Brian Dewsbury, hooded by Brian Dewsbury. Stephanie Anderson, Major Professor Tatiana Reinierson. Nicole Baker, Major Professor Joseph Rossi. Sarah Balistreri, Major Professor Lisa Harlow. Hooding Professor Nakia Spillane. Priya Behanan, Major Professor Todd Gilfus. Francesca Borioni, Major Professor Peter Covino. Bonita Busnett, Major Professor Gary Stoner, Hooding Professor Joseph Rossi. Mary Catherine Consigliere, Major Professor Ellen Flannery Schroeder. Shenyu Chen, Major Professor David Smith. Xinqiang Chang, Major Professor Carolyn Batensky, Hooding Professor Peter Covino. Anthony Shafalo, Major Professor David Faflick, Hooding Professor Martha Elena Rojas. Amy Correa, Major Professor Teresa Deeney. Jennifer Cruz, Major Professor Gary Stoner. Khadija Cyril, Major Professor Gary Stoner, Hooding Professor Paul Bueno de Mesquita. Kristen DeMoranville, Major Professor Scott McWilliams, Hooding Professor Brett Still. Elizabeth Folk, Major Professor Mary Capello, Hooding Professor Martha Elena Rojas. Teresa Davis, Major Professor Gary Stoner. Michelle Gonsalves, Major Professor Jimmy Oxley. Xintang Guan, Major Professors Stephen Atlas and Maya Vadivelu, Hooding Professor Stephen Atlas. Catherine Hawthorne Kochak, Major Professor Shane Tutwiler. Abdel Nasser Hussein, Major Professor Pete Adamy. Shauna Ayula, Major Professor Rabia Haas. Ruhola Jafari Deligani, Major Professor Yalda Shariari. Caitlin Kirk Preventure, Major Professor Nakia Spillane. Shyamal Kishore, Major Professor Arun Shukla. Boma Kresning, Major Professor Reza Hashemi. Sharon McLymans, Major Professor Donna Schwartz-Barkott. Petru Miku, Major Professor Christy Ashley. Joshua Muniz, Major Professor Andrea Paiva. Irene Neba Mfoso, Major Professor Arun Shukla. John Illyrio, Major Professor Anne-Marie Vaccaro. Xu Yi Pei, Major Professor Qing Yang. Megan Quinn, Major Professor Christopher Baxter. Charisse Rambaros, Major Professor Grant Willis. Kevin Rosa, Major Professor Christopher Kincaid. Lauren Schambach, Major Professor Stefan Greeley. Sean Scott, Major Professor Lauren Labrecque, Pudding Professor Christy Ashley. Tianyu Sun, Major Professor Ashley Buchanan, Pudding Professor Stephen Kogut. Darshika Udawatha, Major Professor Alan Rothman. Caroline Stubile, Major Professor Julie Coiro. Adibola Adilea, Major Professor Denise Copa. Marie Tate, Major Professor Andrea Paiva. Doris Vanterpool, Major Professor Jerry August, Hooding Professor Anne-Marie Vaccaro. Jiayuan Zhang, Major Professor Corey Ozpolat. Alyssa Zisk, Major Professor Yalda Shariari. Joshua Ray Tanzer, Hooding Professor Brian Quinlan.
Okay. Will the candidate for the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice please rise?
Is there a candidate?
Is she out there somewhere? Okay, she's already been across. President Dooley, I present the candidate for the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice and ask that you confer on them that degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the university faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Nursing Practice with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and I congratulate you on behalf of the entire university.
Will the candidates for the Doctor of Physical Therapy please rise? President Dooley, I present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Physical Therapy and ask that you confer on them that degree.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the university faculty, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Physical Therapy with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and I congratulate you on behalf of the entire university.
Candidates, please approach the stage.
Well done, Mr. Provost. Yeah.
Sebastian Bolito. Cullen Cogburn. Lucas De Benedetto. Melissa Franco. Cara Genest. Daniel Goldberg. Andrew Guay. Heather Jackson. Oh, great. Nelson Justa. Haley Casper. Nicole Mahan. Amy Malbuff. Annalisa Mandiel. Bridget Managle. Natalie Peterson. Joseph Scambia. Hannah Scanlon. Kenneth Vinaco. Ho Vu. Shannon Wallace. Samantha Welchman. Alexandra Winnis. Taylor Zalitsky.
President Dooley, I now present to you the candidates who will be certified by the university for their master's degrees. After rising, I ask the candidates for each master's degree to remain standing until the degrees are conferred. Will the candidates for the Masters of Arts please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Science please rise? Will the candidates for the Masters of Business Administration please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Environmental Science and Management please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Library and Information Studies please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Marine Affairs please rise? Will the candidates for the Master of Music please rise? Will the candidates for the Masters of Oceanography please rise? Will the candidates for the Masters of Public Administration please rise? Will the candidates for the Professional Science Masters in Cybersecurity please rise? President Dooley, for the last time at the graduate level, sir, I present to you these candidates for the master's degrees in course and ask that you confer on them their degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the University of Rhode Island Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of the university faculty, I hereby confer upon you the master's degree with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, and I extend to you the congratulations of the entire university.
Candidates, please be seated as we recognize our degree recipients.
Beth Bailey. Frank Martinez. Adriana Spellman. Anne Morera. Niklas Thomas. Ellen Bednarzik. Amanda Keefe. Amanda Augustensen. Christian Young. Allison Blattner. Abigail Melillo. Grania Phelps. Deanna Newton. Kelsey Fountain. Caroline Green. Madeline Grace McCarthy. Michael Murphy. Rebecca Sock. Bolanle Salau. Jennifer Nachbar. Paige Letty. Riley Martin. Alexa Rodalis. Michael Palumbo. Carter Thomas. Albert Lowther. Frankie Watson. Tyler LaValle. Cherie Rowe. Courtney Gray. Jessica Wright. Mackenzie Donnelly. Michelle Carvajal. Claire Drexler. Stefan Zaitz. Aymar Copacate. Rosemary Ledger. Timothy Keefe. Alexa Parman. Isaiah Joseph. Tiwanka Pereira. Madhukara Kakulandara. Allison Beely. Olivia Pascalides. Haley Serbent. Ashley Sozars. Rebecca Mayotte. Charles McDonald II. Chelsea Fox. Kelsey Waters. Jacqueline Cam. Jamie Schicko. Zin Bush. Dennis Cosmo. Kimberly Frazier. Michaela Nardalillo. Gabrielle Silvestri. Jessica Brown. Casey McGurl. Stacy Kenny. Gabriel Zile. Angelina Papuano. Carolina Herrera. Tulebaeva Aijan. Olivia Finnegan. Jennifer Nohara. Ashley Kennedy. Mary Morgan. Christina Sebastio. Madeline DeLicio. Casey Aradeno. Margot Douglas. Mary Kate Agnew. Brooke Taylor. Jeremiah Lowe. Roberta Opara. Laura Fraunfelter. Garrett Grill. Emma Newton. Manuela Vadis. Asia Moreno. Paul Canamella. Stephanie Hersey. Ryan Valley. Christina Smack. Margaret Heineken. Veronia Bazali. Khalid Ibrahim. Marilyn Mesas. Matthew Dennison. Shelby St. Clair. Ian Anderson. Abigail Correa. Cassandra Maragopoulou. Soldenia Salas. Matthew Osmansky. Jessica Pusateri. Brett Rexter. Jean Van Coogan Potter. Jeremiah Stiegelman. Sarah Kosha. Emily Betterton. Amanda Gonzalez. Hannah Kane. Haiti Franco. Matthew Taylor. Tyler Kutu. Jeremy Keefe. Jonathan Brazil. Bola Ajayi. Sarah Fellows. Melanie Sheehan. Renee Moraes. Kristen Sikansky. Anthony Corrente. Avi Shuravastava. Nicholas Gustafson. Zachary Katzen. Samuel Costa. Kelly Domogala. Suemi Morera. Nicole O'Coin. Katie Cornell. Kate Wilson. Brian DeRoa. Christina Lewis. Carolina D. Arujo. Rachel LaChapelle. Paige Farias. Jacqueline Potvin. Alyssa Lemire. Patrick McKeegan. Michaela Barcelos. Vijaya Maroju. Jennifer Ducharme. Courtney Milley. Kyle Gray. Nicholas Kersey. Marissa Colley. Daryl Bias. Megan Elwell. Jake Brown. Kim Carell. Heather Coughlin. Morgan Riley. Jessica Cabral Lafreniere. Amy Meyer. Elizabeth Doran. Ryan Nadeau. Jennifer McGrath. Lauren Tarvin. Margaret Harigi. Robert Vitale. Glenn Coulter. Melissa Dragon. Matthew Maroney. Ryan Pinsence. Morgan Walsh. Max Ponticelli. Elizabeth Capraro. Brianna Montecalvo. Matthew Keegan. Elizabeth Blanchette. Michael Andronovich. Emma Brailsford. Olivia McCullough. Katarzyna Koss. Pratik Abba. Gurvinder Singh. Bhavik Patel. Delia McCarthy. Megan Boyd. Ryan Karstrom. Jasmine Batista. Cody Jarobsky. Elise Mason. Joseph Bertherman. Cynthia Tomaz. Marissa Marchetti. Katerina DiNardo. Benrina Kanu. Sean Tashir. Corey Chandler. Cindy Ariza. Allegra Angel. Tracy Angel. Daniel Griffith. Ryan Kelly. Yaslin Alisea Hidrovo. Rachel Smilansky. Lorenzo Bryant, Jr. Monet Reese. LaDeja High. Rachel Gomes. Alexandra Durier. Craig Rabatai. Jessica Blandon. Casey Artis. Kelly Crawley. Eric Pulaski. Tyler Joseph. Peter Vaz. Dylan Kennedy. Jeffrey Ulrichson.
Congratulations to all of the graduates. I now declare the 2021 Graduate School Commencement Ceremony officially closed. Platform party will depart the stadium and will be followed by the graduates row by row, please. The guests and family members can meet the graduates outside the stadium near the parking lot. Congratulations once again to the URI Rhode Island class of 2021. Okay.